Hi YouTube! In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of a recap on time, specifically focusing on o'clock and half past. This is more of a revision from your year one learning, but if you feel like you want that refresher or you want to go through the learning again, which is completely fine, then this is the perfect video for you. So, right here in front of me, I have got a clock. We call this an analog clock because we need to actually read the time compared to a digital clock, like on my phone here, that will tell me what time it is. So, whenever we have a clock, we need to look at the numbers around, but you might also notice we've got two hands. We've got a shorter hand and a longer hand. On my clock, these are different colors, but on different clocks, they might not always be different colors. The shorter hand tells us what hour of the day we are at. The longer hand is telling us how many minutes have passed in the hour. Whenever I want to read the time from a clock, I need to look at these two hands. And I personally have a specific order I like to go in. First, I always like to look at my minute hand, and then I'll look at the hour hand. Thinking about those two steps, I'm going to try and read the time on this clock. I'm always going to look at my minute hand first. On my clock, the minute hand is pointing straight up past 12. Now, the minute hand is longer because actually the hand is going past the numbers in red that you can see. These are the hours to the minutes. These on my clock are written in blue, but they might not always be there and you sometimes have to work them out. My minute hand is pointing to 60 minutes or to 12. Whenever your longer minute hand is pointing straight up to 12, we read that time as something o'clock. If I want to write that, I'm just saying it's something o''clock. That is what my minute hand tells me. It's something o'clock. I'm directly straight up, and that means that I'm at the beginning of a new hour. We call that o'clock. Next, I'm going to look at my hour hand. That's my shorter hand. I can see here my hour hand is pointing at 4. That means that it is 4 o'clock. The hour is 4 and it's the start of a brand new hour. We know this because the minute hand is directly on 12, which is 60 minutes, or we also read this as 0 minutes. That means it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to change the time so we can have another go. Okay. I've made a new time here. Thinking about our steps, first focusing on your minute hand and then focusing on your hour hand, have a pause of the video and see if you can work out what the time is on this clock. Okay, if you've had a go, then we're going to continue on. If you haven't had a go yet and you're feeling a bit stuck, that's also okay. Let's go through the steps. First, I'm going to look at my minute hand and it's pointing straight up, straight on 12 to 60. I remember that this means that it is something o'clock. It is the start of a brand new hour. Looked at my minute hand, tick. Now I need to look at my hour hand. That's my short hand. I can see it's pointing on 7. That means that it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to give you one to try now. Okay, pause the video now and see if you can tell me what time it is. Hopefully you've had a go, and if you said that it is 10 o'clock, you are correct. The minute hand is on 12. We know that's o'clock. The hour hand is pointing to 10. It is 10 o'clock. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to keep that in mind. On my whiteboard here, I'm actually just going to write my steps, just nice and small. Just going to use min for minute and then 2 hour, just to remind me what to look for. But it's not always going to be an 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Minutes pass and the time changes, and we want to be well equipped to read the time. What about if I'm actually going to do this so you can see. I'm at 10 o'clock. What about if I did this? Now, I'm going to go through my same steps here. First looking at my minutes, then my hours. Oh, I'm just going to zoom out a bit so you can really see the clock. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I'm going to look at my longer minute hand now. This time, it is pointing past 6. It's pointing on 6. In terms of minutes, this is telling me that since 10 o'clock started, when my minute hand was on 12, 30 minutes have passed. The minute hand is on 30 or on 6. This is actually called half past. I'm going to write that down. Half past, then something. The reason why we call it this is because when we look at a clock, we can kind of divide it. If I cut my clock in half, actually half of the time has passed. I was on 12 and I've gone all the way around. That's exactly half of my circle of my clock. We call this half past, and then we look at the hour. So when the big hand is on 6, we call this half past because 30 minutes have passed. It is half past what? Let's have a think. Now I need to look at my hour hand. Well, my hour hand isn't actually directly pointing on a number. It's kind of pointing in between 10 and 11. And if we think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because my minute hand tells me it's half past. Half past what? I look at my hour hand and I go to the nearest hour. That's 10. It is half past 10. I'm saying that half of the clock has passed since it was 10 o'clock. Sometimes it might be really tempting to think, well, my hour hand is in between 10 and 11, so can I not just say it's half past 11? We actually can't, because let's look at it again. Let's do it so you can see. This was 10 o'clock. I'm going to go halfway around the clock. That's directly down. My hour hand has passed 10. I haven't gone past 11 yet. I've just gone past 10. Watch again. I'm at 10 o'clock. And I'm going around. I've gone halfway past 10 o'clock. I can call this half past 10. I'm halfway in between 10 and 11. I've gone halfway past 10. I haven't gone past 11 yet. Thinking about this, I'm going to give you another time. Okay. I'm going to watch. This is 1 o'clock. What's this time? Pause the video now and have a go. First thinking about your minutes and then your hours. What is the time? Hopefully you've had a go. And if you said the time was half past 1, then you are correct. because our minute hand is on 6, that tells us that it is 1/2 past an hour. What hour? Let's look at our hour hand. We've gone halfway past 1 o'clock. We haven't touched 2 o'clock yet. We've just gone halfway past 1 o'clock. I'm going to give you another one now. Pause the video again and have a go. What is the time? Okay, hopefully you had a go. The time is 5:30 because we are halfway past 5, coming close to 6 o'clock, but not there yet. We're halfway past 5. It is 5:30. I'm going to give you one more. What is the time now? If you said 6:30, you are correct. We've gone halfway past 6 o'clock. Okay, hopefully that was really helpful and helped you recap how we tell the time when it's o'clock and 5:30. When the minute hand is on 12, it is o'clock. When the minute hand is on 6, it is 5:30. What would be really helpful at home is if you look at the clock or if you think about the day and maybe think about what time you're at. You might notice when it's a certain hour o'clock or 5:30, whatever hour it is. I'd be really interested to hear about that. You can also, and I'll post it to Seesaw, use an interactive clock on your laptop. See if you can set the time to different o'clocks or 5:30. Maybe you can do it with a friend or with your parent or a sibling. Maybe they can tell you the time and you have to make it on the clock and play a game and see how that goes. I'd love if you posted it to Seesaw so I can see all the amazing work you're doing. Okay, I hope this video was helpful and I'll see you next time. Bye.